everyone, it's Finn. Today is Wednesday the 7th of January 2014 and today I am 6 weeks post-op, and 6 weeks is a pretty important date because at 6 weeks you can stop using the surgical scar tape and also stop using the post-op chest support binder thing. It's also the time where, as long as everything's healed and the scabs have come off the nipples, that you can start using scar serums and so forth. So it's an exciting day. So I'll tell you where I am so far. Shall I just lower this camera and then we can kind of like talk and I can show you at the same time. Hang on. Right, so yes, this is where I am at 6 weeks. I'll walk back a bit. My nipples were very, very thick scabs. It took ages for them to come off. The first one I lost was this one. And I was staying at my partner's mum's and we lost the scab. Cue frantic 20 minutes finding it, but we found it. All intact, fine. The other one I kept an eye on more. So this one came off about a week, just over a week ago now I think this one came off. And this one, the stubborn bugger, came off 4 days ago I think it was. In terms of my nipples, I'm very happy about the way they look. I'm hoping this light shows. We'll look again at this in a minute. Yes, I'm very happy where this one looks. This one's getting there. This one isn't as pretty as my other one. The one thing I'm not sure about, if anyone knows, do your actual nipple tops, what are they called? I don't know. This bit anyway, the inner bit, do they actually get smaller because they're quite big at the moment? It's actually quite strange when I wear t-shirts now, because I can see my nipples through t-shirts and it's really quite weird to get used to. But yeah. So I have stopped using the scar tape. I stopped last week. The last time I used it was Sunday and I haven't used it since then. Because it was just before 6 weeks and my nipple scabs had fallen off and I just wanted to start the moisturising and scar serum because it's just been so sore and dry. I knew I needed some moisture in there, so as of Monday I've been using scar serum and this is what I use. Bear with me, I got a selection to make up a home massage oil of, I can't say this properly, I probably got it wrong, tamanu oil and rosehip seed oil. Now I'm blending them 50-50 because the tamanu stinks and it's really quite strong stink, so I've gone 50-50. I put a link to the bottom where I got the information about this from. It was from Trans Guys magazine, online magazine, and it offers great advice about scar treatment and post-op care. So I mix that in a separate bottle, just so I'm not using it all at once, just mix it together, and then I'm applying that 3 times a day. And at the moment I need to look a little bit more into techniques of massage, but at the moment I'm just massaging along the scar that way and then back again, and I'm just doing a little tiny bit on the nipples but not too much. I also was very lucky and managed to ask my doctor to prescribe me some kelecote gel, which you can. I don't know if that's the same across the board. Some people have said they can't get it on NHS, but you certainly can here in Oxford. And I'm applying that twice a day. So I'm doing the massage with the scar serum 3 times a day, and then I'm applying this in the morning and at night. It can be a little sticky, but if you're just careful you don't put on too much, then it's fine. I put on a little more at night because I am actually still using the surgical support binder, which I would show you, but I think you know what it is. Anyway, hang on. It's this thing, which wraps around you like so, like this. Because the thing is, although it says I've been told I can wean myself off it now and it's fine, there's a lot of research online that says that using compression for as long as you can does really help to keep the scar flat and to help it have a good outcome. So at night I am putting extra kelecote, and still using the surgical support at night. And it's also to keep me a little bit more secure, because although everything's like scab free now, I'm still like worried about rolling in my sleep and hurting myself. So I'm just going to see how that goes and maybe just do that for a couple more weeks, I think. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. I really couldn't be more pleased. The scar, the incision, sorry about my throat by the way, I've got really tickly throat today. The incision is lovely and neat all the way along. I've got a slight kind of raised thing here. That's not really an issue. No, I'm just very pleased with how it is, and I intend to just keep looking after it so it's this and better, you know. So very happy with the outcome from Andrew Yelland. What else have I got here? Oh yeah, I'm pain free now. I haven't had any pain for a while, but what I have got is like right in here can get painful. If I do too much it can get painful. But sneezing, oh my god, when I sneeze it really hurts there. Hiccuping hurts, it's getting easier, but sneezing, it feels like my breastbone's going to explode. So maybe he just bruised me a bit there, I'm not sure. In terms of swelling, I had the hematoma this side, and this side is still the one that has the most swelling still. You can't tell when I'm just stood here like Superman, but you can when I've got a t-shirt on. Well, at least I can see very slightly that this side's swollen, but he said that will come down in time. The other thing I want to mention is along the incisions here where I've had the tape, I've got a lot of discolouring. I don't know if that's bruising or from where I had the reaction to the tape, but again, stopping using the tape at the weekend and starting to use the massage seems to be helping that. So that's good. What else we got here? Excuse me. But that's it really. Let me put this down so I can stop prancing around so much, and just put that down a bit so I can sit down. Ha, that's better. So yeah, people have asked in terms of, do I find it strange at all being shirtless, and how does that feel in general? Well, I did expect to feel a bit weird, but at Christmas, with my brother there and his girlfriend and my mum, I actually didn't feel at all odd just stripping off and having my top showing. It feels completely natural, and even my brother said that he didn't kind of find it odd at all. And I was with Nat's parents all Christmas, Nat's family at Christmas, and I spent most of my time topless there so I could air my nipples, you know. And I didn't find it odd. It's quite surreal actually. It's just like how it always should have been. Every now and again I'll kind of take myself by surprise and go, oh, you know, like if Nat opens the door or the curtains, I suddenly go to cover myself and think, oh, I don't need to. So that's quite strange. But it's lovely that I can now look. I'm trying to get used to the fact I can actually look down without like vomiting, because like, you know, when you kind of bend over and you know what I mean, and not having that is just an absolute joy. Being able to kind of see all of my body and not have to block bits off is just, it's just undescribably amazing. I need to get a new mirror in the bathroom now, because I've got a mirror that just cuts my head. So I want a longer mirror so I can see the rest of me, because I'm so vain now. But yeah, as I say, it's really weird to see my nipples through clothing. I find that very odd. And because, of course, I'm not flat, because no cis man, unless they're very skinny, is flat. You know, there's a pec line, and I want pecs. But to have a t-shirt on and see that is still taking a bit to get used to as well. I'm loving it. I'm spending so much time in front of the mirror that Nat's just like, for God's sake. But it is peculiar to get used to. Yeah. In terms of exercise, I've started exercising again. I started yesterday. Yellen did actually say that I could start running ages ago, but I could barely walk, because although it's secure, it's still jumping up and... my bed squeaks. Jumping up and down just feels a little odd. I'm sure it's okay, but I'm just a bit scared. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm doing Tabata, which is basically interval training, and I'm just doing very, very basic stuff like squats, high knees and lunges, and I'm alternating those in a 4-minute set, and I'm doing 3 sets a day of that at the moment. My legs are killing, so it's good that I'm starting slow, so I'm going to go with that for a couple of weeks and then return to running with no weights till at least probably March, I think, for me, really, because the longer you leave it, the better, because you don't want to be stretching those incisions. They're still sorting themselves out for a few months, even though they say go back to weights around 3 months. I think I'd like to wait a bit longer and just concentrate on the cardio, I think, more than anything, and maybe some body weight, just like press ups and things like that, but no real huge heavy weights. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for where I am at 6 weeks. Very, very happy bunny indeed. I am just loving the fact that I can wander around in shorts, and it's the middle of winter, so God knows what it'll be like in the summer. I'm just, yeah, just loving it. That's how I'm swanning around at home all the time. It just feels completely natural, like they've always been my pecs, and like the other awful things that were there were just part of a bad dream, which is now gone. So yes, I'll stand up and show you one more time, so you can have another little perusal, because I know that's all you're watching for, just to see my pecs. So yeah, there you go. So I'll try and do a slow turn. See if I can get a bit close up on the nipples, shall I? So you can have a real look at those. I like my nipples, but yeah, they are. It is weird to get used to having such big nipples, but maybe they do slim down in time. But whatever. I love the way it all looks. So yes, I'm very, very, very happy camper. Still recommending Yelland all the way. He's an absolute god, and he's given me the best start to 2014 that anyone ever could. So yes. I'll put some links at the bottom. I know I keep saying this and I forget, so I'll put some links at the bottom to some scar treatments and to some scar advice about the taping and the use of compression garments to help scars. Any more comments and questions, just drop me a message. Yes, that's it. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Happy New Year again, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.